Okay. So this is day 25. So what I called it is reconnection. And when I call it reconnection, I mean, I feel like it's reconnecting everything, like reconnecting myself to the network, like in that instance. So basically, I'm reading off my phone because like I have my notes of like what I jotted down during the day. And this look just actually like I'm actually looking at like the look itself, and it actually morphed into something else of what I was originally intending to do, and that wasn't the intention. This is like the definition of mutation. Like this, okay. Basically, what I want to explain is that like it's giving hamster for some reason because it was originally a lion, but now it's like literally, anyways. So you know, throughout the day, I feel like I'm moving faster than I should. And I think with schizophrenia, like you either move slower or you move faster. But the way that I perceive it is that like if you move faster through time, you move slower through space. And that's why I keep saying like I run so you can walk, or I walk so you can run. But it's gonna be I run so you can walk. So I'm talking about you guys, that I'm running for you guys, for you to be able to walk. So hopefully that made sense. I mean, like it makes sense in my head, and hopefully I made that make sense. So like I run, I'm speed running, like I'm actually like anyways. So it feels like I'm moving two times faster, and it's harder for me to be like, so I feel clumsy when I'm moving fast because like I feel like especially when I'm walking fast on purpose, but it's not purposeful. It's just like I'm just walking fast for not even the sake of it. It's just like I'm just walking fast. And that's how I'm putting it. Like I'm just speed running, but like I'm gonna keep it that short. But like, with stuttering, with what's happening with me, I feel like I'm seeing the changes in me, and I'm obviously okay. If you're wondering, I'm going through an episode, and it's not like a mental break episode. I'm just gonna say this is just like an episode in itself of the Xwell series, and I'm gonna say the Xwell files is what I'm gonna call it. So that way it can be like a differentiation thing from like the Xwell series is like the prelude to like the Xwell files is what I'm gonna call it, because like I feel like this is actually like it's something different, unique, and like it's actually like really cool in my case. And I don't know if you guys understand like how cool this is in my case of how I'm able to do the things that I'm doing, and even to even show you guys like what I'm doing. Because if you take into consideration like of like what I've been doing, it keeps changing. Like what I say like every day literally changes. Like it just changes. Like I don't know how to describe it, but just look at my videos. Like you will see what I mean. Um, so I want to talk about my first episode that I went through. That's when I noticed that something changed, and I didn't know what it was specifically. But the two songs that I want to mention as of how my brain latched onto the words, it's Ludens by Bring Me the Horizon, and then A Reappreciate Power by Grimes. So with those two songs, I'm not sure what it is with them, but it just made me want to be more powerful. Because with my Mars collection of what I was going to do originally, I was doing dedicated research into like what would the potential like Martian, what would the potential human evolution progress will take and be in order to form like a Martian. If people are hoping to go to Mars, evolution has to happen in order for that to even happen. Because like if you go to another planet, I mean, granted, you're gonna like land on the planet, but like throughout the years to centuries, like it's going to change and mutate to be adapted to the planet. And it's just like if that were to happen now, things need to happen now. Like in that instance, like it has to like mutate in order to change to be able to adapt to something new. But with Ludens, like I think I'm gonna show like a little like a screen cap of what I mean. So basically, the start of the video is just like I'm not even gonna go with the lyrics. I'm going with visuals pretty much because I'm a visual learner, and then like it's easier to communicate the message that what I'm trying to send. So basically, so there's a person that has, I think, so they walk up. There was a crowd of people, with all these guys just like rocking out, and then there's a person that just takes their hood off. and they have like makeup on, but they're obviously different. But the people around them, the people around the person that took the hood off, they don't know. So it's just like, so they don't know like that there's like an actual another being that's right beside them because like with the song that I perceived it as evolution pretty much because like the song was based off the game of Death Stranding. And what I got out of that game was so the Big Bang happened, and then the next explosion happened, but the next explosion was going to literally end the beginning of everything. So the universe is trying to the universe is trying to correct the next explosion's mistake by having like entities of extinction events for not the end to happen. From what I perceive, I could be wrong, but I'm still doing research on that. But let me know. But that's what I got out of it. So that's why I'm like evolution is like really like crucial in my case because like I'm very like evolution needs to happen because like in order for evolution to happen, people need to like have to mutate their ways of thinking and change their ways of how we live our lives because like we live on a planet in the solar system, in the Milky Way galaxy, in the universe. And I don't know how vast and big the universe is, but just think on how big the universe is in the grand scheme of things. We're just on a rock. So basically, I'm gonna show like screen caps of what I mean. Like there's other people that had like taken their hoods off or like they just walk up very slow and like um and the keyword that I got from that song was we need a new Luden. But in my mind, we need a new human. Like that's how I perceived it. And there's like another video that I posted is that become the new man. So when I say new man, I mean like MAEN. And I have a tattoo of like the AE that kind of looks like an infinity sign. And that's why I got that because I'm just like I got it at first because Navis has blue hair and it's just like a technological version of a Vocaloid. But I think that's Ning Ning's voice that's like actually singing the song. But they just tweaked the voice and everything like that. That's all I'm hearing. I'm hearing Ning Ning's voice. But to move on from that, but hold on. So with the Big Bang event, so like I'm creating my own Big Bang instance in that case. So it's creating something entirely new and different. That's why I keep talking about mutations and mutants. And I feel like I'm a mutant. And even though like if I were to say that to someone, they would be like, "Yeah, right, bro, you're tripping. You're like whatever." But like I'm being serious, and I'm going to be serious in this instance because like I feel like this is actually a good talking point of what I mean. And I feel like the things that I'm doing intentionally, and I'm building my legacy here for a reason, not just for clout, not for fame, not for money. Like I'm actually trying to like actually get my voice heard, like one roar at a time, and I'm taking it a day by day at a time, and like I want to get into people's eyes of what I'm doing because of what I mean is that like I'm even going down to Seattle just walking around. No, if people notice me, and I see people recording me, and all I'm doing is just walking. Like literally, I'm just walking. It's quiet confidence is what I want. It's not like screaming attention is what I get at. Okay, so what I mean with like so to go back to explain with like the Big Bang, I'm talking about in the game itself. So with the Big Bang, it happened in the universe, and there was going to be an entity that was going to end its creation in a mass extinction level event. Okay, then I said like the first explosion gave birth to time and space, but with like the next explosion, the universe was going to correct its mistake. So I feel like I know what I'm talking about. It's just like the way that like because this is not structured or anything like that, but this is just like something that I thought of, and then like how my brain with them just like literally just sent a signal to my I don't know like to myself like just like I wanted to talk about this in this instance, and let's see. So I talked about that, and then with Grimes, we appreciate power. So when she said put makeup on your face, I guess like to don't quote me on this, like it's not like verbatim, but like put makeup on your face, uh, elevate the human race. And I took that as like progression. And then when I say, to elevate the human race, it's not like in a metaphorical sense, like just putting makeup on your face. like actually putting makeup on your face to actually change and mutate into something new. Because like what I was saying before with like the planets, if you're trying to go to Mars, you have to actually change. You have to like actually like mutation has to happen. Like what is it? Adaptation. So like when something changes, you have to be able to adapt, yeah, adapt to what's new. And when you're able to adapt to what's new, then the process of uh what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Another word. Natural selection. There we go. So natural selection takes effect because like it's natural selection takes effect to those who are able to adapt to the new environment. And when I say environment, I mean an enviro. So that's where I'm gonna get at. And I mean that's just like a serious talking point that I just wanted to talk about today. You know, like I'm actually like taking into consideration with science and like a whole different type of landscape about like sinking to the universe in itself. And getting out of like this time zone of like how humans are thinking of like what I said before, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. I'm thinking like outside of like the grand scheme of things, like numbers lining up in a way that is with the universe is how I'm gonna put that. But it sounds like I'm obviously not a lunatic, and if you called me a lunatic, I would honestly like accept that because like if you saw the show Lunatics with it was like it's like the Looney Tunes, but it's like mutants of like the Looney Tunes. So that's why they call it lunatics. So they're in Metropolis. So basically with Metropolis, like there's like a meteor that's coming into to just like kind of like it's like crash land on the planet itself. And that's why like the lunatics come in and like they're here to save the day. And like of course with like the villains and everything like that. But like with the Looney Tunes, I mean like it's Bugs Bunny. I think I'm not sure if her name is Daphne, but in like the show it's like Lexi Bunny. And then there's like Donald Duck. There's like the Tasmanian Devil. There's what's his name? The speed guy who runs fast. Who's me like he does that. So like he goes like you guys know who I'm talking about. Like if you're very curious of what I'm talking about, like I'm like look up Looney Tunes, not Looney Tunes, Lunatics. So that's there we go. But I mean, that's like a quick video that I wanted to make today. That's just like a quick topic that I wanted to talk about real quick about reconnection, because I feel like it's a full circle moment, and that's like kind of that's not that's being emitted into my brain of how I'm able to talk and how I'm able to communicate my message. And that's why like with this look, it's techie cross. So basically, it's a more serious version of Crosswell because with Crosswell is like from what I was auditing myself and actually seeing myself, it was very like it was I don't know. I want to be taken seriously, and if I want to be taken seriously, I have to talk about something serious in a serious tone because like I mean like I'm being serious about this about like what I'm talking about, and if you're curious what I'm talking about, look it up. But anyways, Techie Cross out.